Hey everybody, it's the Burger Dude, and today I want to show you how I make a chicken sandwich like Burger King, but vegan and better. And I used to eat way too many of these. A few years back, there was a Burger King right by my house, and I made many an inebriated visit there to buy these awful yet delicious sandwiches. And I've made these vegan in the past, but the other day I saw Sam the cooking guy make a non-vegan one, so I was inspired to make it again. Last time I used my trusty Gardein, but I was told by a few folks to give this stuff a try. It's by Simple Truth, and if you're not familiar, this is like the Ralph's Kroger brand. So if you are in the US and have a Kroger store near you, go look for it. If not, you can totally use Gardein or whatever malleable vegan chicken product you can get your hands on. But I did dig this stuff. It was very easy to work with. And now I'm just going to give it a liberal seasoning of Lowry's because I do remember that chicken sandwich being awfully salty. It was quite the sodium bomb. So I'm trying to replicate that as best I can. I'm going to be using these San Francisco French rolls. These are accidentally vegan. I found them again at Ralph's Kroger. And so what I like to do when I shape out my vegan chicken patty is I like to have the roll sitting right next to me so I know what kind of a shape, length, and width that I want. So I kind of just keep using the roll. And I decided there I needed a little bit more. I ended up using about 5.5 ounces of the ground vegan chicken per patty. And the second time I used a rolling pin, and that made my job a lot easier, at least at the very beginning. But go ahead and do whatever you like. I do recommend using some parchment paper. Once you got them shaped, throw them in the fridge to get them to firm up because they are going to want to fall apart. When you dredge them, which is what we're going to put together right now is our dredging station. I'm starting off with some Just Egg. You could also use some vegan buttermilk, some plain breadcrumbs. Make sure those are vegan. Sometimes breadcrumbs are not vegan. Just check the back. And then we're going to do some equal parts of flour and cornstarch. And then I'm going to also season it up with more of that Lowry's because I wanted to make sure I really got it as salty as I remembered it. If it was too salty for you, then maybe leave out as much of the Lowry's as I'm putting in. But if you like that salt level, this matched it pretty evenly from what I remember. And then once our dredging station is set up, let's heat up some oil in a cast iron skillet. I'm using vegetable oil, but you could also use canola or peanut. Just don't use olive oil, but you want to get it heated up to 350 to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. And then we're going to dredge our vegan chicken first in the flour and cornstarch mixture and make sure that you get every inch of that coated, shake off the excess. Same thing with the vegan egg or the vegan buttermilk. And then lastly into the breadcrumbs. And I do recommend using a dish that's big enough for this piece of vegan chicken. Otherwise, it's going to be a bit more difficult. This was perfect for me. And once you got it coated, slide it on in to that skillet. And then you just gotta fry it up for, 4 or 5 minutes or so until it looks nice and golden brown. And then if you have a slotted spatula like that, it helps out a lot with getting it out of there and letting it drain. And then you want to let it rest on a wire rack while we get our buns together. So what we're going to do is get some vegan butter, melt that in a pan. And then this is totally not necessary. I mean, it's necessary to definitely grill your buns in some butter. But what I'm going to do next is I'm going to get a little bit of that vegan butter and I'm going to brush it on top of the top bun. And then I'm going to sprinkle on some sesame seeds. Again, I mostly did it for the photo. If I was just making this to eat at home, I probably wouldn't go through all of this. But I wanted to match the Burger King, and you can't really, I've never seen these rolls with the sesame seeds in the store. And they'll stick to it. You don't have to bake it. I saw Sam the cooking guy, he baked his to make it stick. You don't got to do that. It's not a big deal. But then you're basically done. Now we just got to get a liberal slathering of that vegan mayo on your bottom bun. And if I could do this over again, I would give a liberal slathering to the top bun as well, because I think that's how they do it at Burger King. I don't remember exactly. But I was missing a little bit of the mayo. I feel like when I used to eat these, it was like the things I remember is the salty chicken and too much mayo. So maybe put more mayo on the top bun if you really want to get the full Burger King experience. But this thing was super duper fantastic. I mean, it really did hit all of the notes that I can remember. Even this vegan chicken that I used for the first time reminded me of it. I do think I like using the Gardein a little bit better, but this stuff was good too. So whatever you can get your hands on, go ahead and use it. I do hope you all make this recipe. It's super easy, as you can see, and it really will take you back if this was something that you liked, even if this is something that you never had. I hope you all give it a try. Let me know how it went. Tag me in your photos on Instagram, and I'll see you all next week.